And welcome back, guys. Thank you for that short intermission. So, the last part I really want to discuss in detail because I think this has the most possibilities for instructors is the classwork tab here in Google Classroom. So, I was explaining right before I got cut off on my 5 minute limit was how Google Drive is really good at organizing everyone's information. So if we actually go back to my drive, when I created my Google Classroom account, it automatically started setting up for my classes these folders. And so when I created my example assignment, I created it out here. And when I actually created the assignment in Google Classroom and I launched it, it created this other folder. And this folder now collects everyone's example assignment submission. And so that's really cool is that the instructor doesn't just lose what the student turned in. It is actually now saved on their Google Drive account. So if they need to go back and look at previous assignments, see how a student's doing, it's right there. You don't have to use any other storage site to save the classwork. So you'll see here I have a draft for example assignment 2. This is also another nice thing is that if you're working and in the middle of pandemic, let's say your dog charges in, needs to go outside, you can take a quick break, come back, and you can continue working on your example assignment or your assignment, in this case, my example assignment 2. So I can go back to editing. So here you create the title. You can put in your instructions for your students, how many points out of. A nice piece is that you can choose which students. So if you have an assignment A and an assignment B, and certain people in your class will get assignment A, certain people will get assignment B, you can do that. Also, you can choose the date and time that an assignment is due. So that is really nice. It's pretty basic. You can also choose which topics. So you can create a new topic. For this one, I put it back into daily work. And the next part is that you can add a rubric. And if you don't have one already done, you can have this really nice format that Google Classroom gives you. And you can go through and create your own rubric. Another nice thing is that there is an originality reports. If you click this, it'll help to enable originality reports on 3 assignments per class. And I think that just is the base level. But what that does is it'll be a plagiarism tool. So it'll do kind of what Blackboard does, and it can make sure that no one is plagiarizing a website during their assignment. The nice thing is that you can create the doc or slides for the assignment right here in there instead of having to go into Classroom and creating it externally. Google Classroom has a way where you can just, right from the Google Classroom website, create that document. You can also add in different documents. And when you go to assign it, the students will see this immediately. And one of the nice things that I really wanted to add in is that if you add a Google Drive file, so I'm going to re-add the example assignment. You can see students can view files, students can edit files, and students can make a copy for each student. So for the assignment that I gave to Lauren and Ellen, I made a copy for each student so they didn't see what everyone did. However, so this is a really nice tool if you want students to be working on things simultaneously with each other. So like I said up here, if I want Ellen to work on a project with Lauren, I can make sure that I uncheck all students and have Ellen and Lauren working on a specific file. So this is really cool if you really want collaborative efforts. And I'm going to hit my mark again. So I know I didn't finish, but I'll add a third part where I go over the last little bits of Google Classroom. And thank you guys for listening.